When an object lays down on a table, so let's say this is laying on a table like this and I wanted to draw it, I'm going to work with the center line through it. So let's say that the center line of this guy is going to go this direction across the table here. Again, I'm going to draw an ellipse each time that puppy changes shape. So I've got the ellipse here for the mouth. Now this time the ellipse is going to go at a 90-degree angle. So this line here is the axis. Just like when I drew this bottle here, I drew the vertical axis and then the bottom of the bottle and the lip of the bottle. And each of these ellipses are drawn at an exact horizontal, which is 90 degrees, right? From here to here. So when the bottle tips, I just take the center line and I go 90 degrees to it. Each time it changes shape, I'm going to do one at the lip, I'm going to do one at the shoulder, I'm going to do one at the foot. I'm going to judge my height to width proportion and try and get that about right. I see this is curving here. This is going to be the shoulder of my bottle. I'm going to have an ellipse here. I'm going to have an ellipse here. I'm going to have an ellipse here. This maybe I want to go a little bit wider of an ellipse and understand this is sort of scooping this way. The curve changes, doesn't it? So this is a concave curve. This is a convex curve. These are going to go straight. This ellipse I want to fix a little bit before I go to my number 5. And now I can use this part. Now if I use this part of the ellipse here and I don't show that back part, then I'm going to also use this part because that means I'm looking at it this way, right? So I'm going to use this and show the entire opening of this mouth of the bottle. So it's kind of like I'm looking at it like this a bit, right? I'm going to show this ellipse. Now I don't need to do that really hard because that doesn't actually exist. That's just my thinking around there, isn't it? This cross contouring again, trying to make that go around and around. Cross contouring also helps people to see this is the ellipse that I meant, right? So even though I see that through, I now see this cross contouring coming up and over there. I'm probably going to want to put a little more down here because I've got some shadow happening underneath that bottle. So I want to repeat this line coming up this way and then put some lines in here this way. If I have something like these cups, say I put a cup inside of another cup, when you view that from the side, this one here is going to have a horizontal ellipse, but this one is going to tilt off to the side, right? So the way to draw those cups is to get your line lined up for the bottom one. Draw your bottom cup. And then understand that this cup here goes, what, 30 degrees, 45 degrees? Where's the center line? Eyeball it, see what you think it's doing, and get that line going off this way through there. Then you're going to have the 90-degree angle going this way to make this ellipse happen up here. And then this is going to come down into that cup. And the handle is holding that cup up in here, so that it sits down inside of the bowl. Once I get my lines so that I'm pretty comfortable with what they're doing. Now if I didn't like that and I said that doesn't really look like this, I could move this line clear over to here if I wanted to and make this ellipse bigger. Make this more correct. And let this come around here. Of course, if we were marker shading this, we could make all of this really clear with our marker. But I want you to really look at these things and sort of try to understand the nature of the cup. I'm attaching this handle here in an ellipse that relates to this cross contour line. See that? Down here it's going to attach that same way, so this point and this point are going to meet and attach the inside of the handle like so. Now, because I've made this mistake here and I wanted to have this cup be a little larger, I might come along here and do some contouring that shows that this is the line that I wanted to have. All right.